We all say, if God be for you, if God be for you, what if God is against you? God will only speak to you through a voice that you appreciate, you celebrate. Samuel had no grief against Eli. In fact, when God spoke to Samuel and told Samuel what he was about to do, he loved Eli too much. He didn't want to tell him everything. That God says, you and your sons. Out of the love he had, he said, and God just spoke. Eli said, come, don't lie to me. Tell me everything. Samuel said, I don't want to hurt this man's feelings. And he said, this is what the Lord said. And Eli said, this is the Lord. Let him do what he please. Tell me the truth. It's important that we understand. Stop being angry. God speaks to you through a grace. You see, Eli was blind, but Samuel knew this God that we serve, this God we serve, we have to be very, very careful. Because why God disqualifies a person is why he accepts another person. There are people that God cannot use because they talk too much. There are some other, the reason God is using them is because they talk too much. Hey, this God. In 1 Samuel chapter 16, if you read verse 5 to verse 7, you are going to be asking yourself, what is the matter? Read verse 6. Bring verse 6 up. And it came to pass, when they were come, that he looked on Eliab and said, surely the Lord's anointed is before him. Look at verse 7. And the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his, nor, or, with stature. Okay, go to verse 11. Go to verse 11. And Samuel said unto Jesse, I hear all thy children. He said, there remaineth here the youngest, and behold, he keepeth the sheep. And Samuel said unto Jesse, send and fetch him, for we will not sit down till. All right, go to verse 12. And he sent and brought him. Now, he was ruddy withal, of a beautiful and goodly to look unto. And the Lord said, arise, anoint him, for this is he. Are you not worried there? Go back to verse 7. Maybe you didn't pick something. The Lord said to Samuel, look not on his. Go to verse 12. And he sent and brought him in. Now it was ruddy without, of a beautiful. God, what is the matter? This one rejected because of a countenance. This one accepted because of it. It is God. He is the Lord. He does as he pleases. You see, when we get to heaven, there will be a lot of shock. 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 There are people you think don't know God. There are people you have written off. And that's why I'm careful. Work out your own salvation. Walk out. Be personal in your walk with God. Stop focusing on people's race. You can't run well when you are standing on another man's lane. Focus on your race. Cleanse your hearts, ye sinners, and purify your heart. We all say, if God be for you, if God be for you, what if God is against you? There's a message God gave me that I prepared. The title is, when your enemy is God's servant. Nebuchadnezzar, my servant. When God is the one fighting you, oh, say God can't fight anybody. Oh, God resisted the proud. Is that not fighting? Resist them. Many of us have to. God told me, he said, son, many of them crying out for certain things. The reason it appears heaven is silent is because an anointing they have spoken against, they have attacked, cannot work for them. In your down moment, your alone moment, there were things you said because of your emotions, because you were pained. And those things are now working against you. Wherever you are, you have spoken some things against a pastor, your pastor, against an anointing. Not that you hate them, but you were just too emotional. You said some things. Listen to me. You spoke about the grace. You said some things. There's no shame. Our concern and solution is for help to come. People, true statements. You didn't know when you contributed to it. You have been going to church, nothing has happened. Even me, I'm tired though. I don't even know what's going on. You said it.